Hi everybody, WLED is a very popular open source firmware for controlling LED strips from devices featuring expressive microcontrollers such as ESP32 or the older ESP8266. You know it from my previous videos because I showed you how to use this board, ANAVI Miracle Emitter, with Xiao ESP32 C3 to control various addressable LEDs known as NeoPixels. They could be attached to LED strips or even LED panels. However, WLED is also capable of controlling the simple non-addressable 12V RGB LED strips. These 12V RGB LED strips have a completely different hardware. They're far more affordable and far more popular, but we need a different type of hardware to control them. So I'm going to show you how to do this with the open source firmware WLED, and this board, ANAVI Light Controller, is an entirely open source hardware Wi-Fi development board for controlling 12V RGB LED strip. It also supports sensors for light, temperature, humidity and gesture recognition. ANAVI Light Controller has been certified by the Open Source Hardware Association. Now let's quickly explore RGB LED strips. From hardware perspective, the non-addressable 12V or 24V RGB LED strips are very simple. They have a channel for each color. So in this configuration with RGB, we have 3 channels. And from software perspective, we have to control them using pulse width modulation. 12V RGB LED strips are very affordable. Yes, they're cheap. You can find them pretty much anywhere, and they're widely used in homes and offices for lighting. Here is a closer look at the 12V RGB LED strip. It is an analog strip where all LEDs share the same red, green and blue control lines, so the entire strip always shows the same color. It typically uses 4 wires, 1 for 12V and 3 for each of the colors R, G and B, and it's controlled by a controller. In our case, it's gonna be ANAVI Light Controller. If we have to compare it with addressable LED strip, it's completely different. Here is a side-by-side comparison with a 12V WS2812B NeoPixel strip. It is digital addressable strip where each LED has a built-in driver chip, allowing individual control of every LED. The addressable strip has only 3 lines, for 5V ground and data, while the 12V RGB LED strip has 4 lines. Addressable LED strips have a direction. Because of this, we have this arrow on the black LED strip. However, the 12V RGB LED strip is analog and there is no direction, which makes it easier to connect. Step number 1 is to install the open source firmware WLED to this device with ESP8266 directly from my Chrome web browser. After that, I'm going to configure the Wi-Fi so that the device can connect to my Wi-Fi network. Using a USB-to-UART debug dongle, I connected the ANAVI Light Controller to my ThinkPad laptop. On my computer, I opened the Google Chrome browser and navigated to the WLED web installer. The URL is available in the description of the video. It is install.wled.me. As an open source enthusiast, I'm running my computer with Ubuntu 24.04. This is a Linux distribution that's quite popular. The same process, however, can be done from any other Linux distribution or operating system, so you can do the same with Microsoft Windows or Mac OS. To enter download mode of ANAVI Light Controller and its ESP8266 microcontroller, I pressed and held the reset button labeled with SW1 on the printed circuit board while plugging in the 12V power supply. Next, I clicked Install on the web page. Chrome prompted me to select the serial communication port. After selecting the correct port, the WLED installation started successfully. The installer first erased all existing data on the ESP8266 microcontroller and then flashed the new firmware. The actual installation of WLED took me about a minute and a half. However, this was a little bit boring, so to save your time, I've increased 5 times the speed of this section of the video. The magic of modern technologies is very convenient. We can speed up videos and we can do home automation. Once the installation finished, I manually rebooted the board by unplugging and plugging the 12-volt power supply back in. After the reboot, WLED started on ANAVI Light Controller. In Chrome, I was prompted to configure my Wi-Fi network. I entered my Wi-Fi password so that WLED could automatically connect to my network. If everything completes successfully, the installer displays a pop-up with an option to visit the device. This link opens the web interface served by WLED on the ANAVI Light Controller with ESP8266. So the IP address is from my local area network because my Wi-Fi router automatically assigned an IP to ANAVI Light Controller. I have successfully installed WLED, and now I have to access its web page and to configure the GPIOs for each of the channels of the RGB LED strip. All these configurations are done from a web browser and the web page that is served by WLED. So let me show you the whole process from another point of view so that you can have a better look at it. From the top menu, select Config, it has this gear icon, and from the menu, select LED Preferences. WLED supports a huge variety of different LEDs. In our case, we want to select PWM RGB. This stands for Pulse Width Modulation and Red, Green, Blue. Pulse width modulation is a technique used to control the amount of power delivered to a device by rapidly switching the power signal on and off. Instead of varying the voltage directly, PWM changes the percentage of time the signal stays on during each cycle, which is called the duty cycle. The human eye doesn't detect this signal as on and off, but instead as a different brightness of the LED strip. I also had to set the 3 GPIOs, in my case 12, 13 and 14. After that I saved all changes. The exact value that you have to set for each of the GPIO pins depends on your wiring. In my particular case, I have to look at the schematics of ANAVI Light Controller. It's entirely open source hardware device, so all schematics are available at GitHub. I designed the printed circuit board using the popular free and open source software KiCad. So here in the KiCad schematics editor, you can see how I have wired each of the GPIOs that I've entered in the WLED configuration. These are GPIOs 12, 13 and 14. They're connected to an individual MOSFET and after that to the channel in the terminal for attaching the 12-volt RGB LED strip. I have set up everything, so now I can safely connect the 12-volt RGB LED strip to my printed circuit board. Back on my desk, for safety concerns, first I'm going to disconnect ANAVI Light Controller from the 12-volt power supply, and after that, using a screwdriver, I'm going to attach the 12-volt RGB LED strip to the controller. It is a straightforward and easy process. I didn't connect the 12-volt RGB LED strip at the beginning of the video because I wanted first to install WLED and to configure the GPIOs. Otherwise, I'm not exactly sure what are the values set to these particular GPIOs out of the box from WLED. So from safety concerns, I wanted to install WLED, configure the GPIOs, and finally install the 12-volt RGB LED strip. So after connecting the LED strip with a screwdriver to the dedicated terminal on ANAVI Light Controller, I've plugged back the 12-volt power supply. This booted the board and it connected to my Wi-Fi network. So now I can control the colors of the 12-volt RGB LED strip directly from a web browser using the web interface provided by WLED. Apart from obviously setting the color and the brightness of the 12-volt RGB LED strip, WLED allows me to have some effects. Of course, these effects are significantly more limited compared to addressable LED strips, such as the new pixels that I have discussed in my previous videos. We're dealing here with a 12-volt RGB LED strip that is non-addressable, which means that all LEDs are always the same color. It is not perfect if you are working with such an LED strip for a Christmas decoration or Halloween. If this is the case, I definitely recommend you to pick up an addressable LED strip. However, these 12V RGB LED strips are pretty good if you are trying to create lighting, especially secondary lighting for your home or office. Let me increase the speed of the video a bit and experiment with various different colors. By the way, if the displayed colors is incorrect, the cause is usually either wrong wiring of the RGB channels or an incorrect GPIO configuration in WLED. Furthermore, WLED seamlessly works with the popular open source software solution Home Assistant. Here I have Home Assistant Green hardware device, so I'm going to connect my setup with WLED to it. Of course, everything happens wirelessly because I have connected ANAVI Light Controller to my Wi-Fi network, so is Home Assistant Green. This journey starts again from the WLED installation page, where on the pop-up menu that we saw previously, we have an option to integrate it with Home Assistant. You have to type in the IP address of your Home Assistant. After that, you'll be asked if you want to set up WLED within Home Assistant. I've of course confirmed this. The WLED device is then automatically detected, so everything happens straightforward, super easy. All I have to do is just to type in the device name and to select the area in which it works. As you can see, the whole integration of WLED with Home Assistant took me about a minute. With open source software that millions of people are using, everything becomes straightforward and easy, especially for tech-savvy users. So after completing all these steps, now I can control the 12V RGB LED strip from Home Assistant. And Home Assistant is not just the web UI, of course it also has a mobile application, and furthermore there are so many ways how to create automation. So if a sensor triggers something, you can turn on or off the LED, or you can change the color. Home Assistant opens a whole new world of possibilities. I don't want to brag too much, maybe I shouldn't say unlimited possibilities, but there's so many different things that a tech-savvy user can do with Home Assistant. I'm talking about you because only tech-savvy users are watching my videos. So as a conclusion, in this video we've learned how to use 12V RGB LED strip with the popular open source firmware WLED. For this purpose, I've installed it on ANAVI Light Controller, which is an open source hardware development board that I've designed with KiCad around ESP8266. I've configured the PWM RGB LED, the GPIO pins, and finally I integrated WLED with Home Assistant. Thank you very much for watching this video. Now you know that you can use WLED also for controlling 12V non-addressable RGB LED strips. Furthermore, you can apply the same approach for 12V non-addressable LED strip with a single color. For example, if you just need an LED strip with white or yellow. I have to admit that I'm using a device with ESP8266, which is a bit outdated. According to the documentation of WLED, nowadays it's recommended to use more modern microcontrollers from the ESP family, more precisely controllers from the ESP32 family. Maybe it's time for me to design a new board. ANAVI Miracle Emitter is an entirely open source hardware board that I've designed with the free and open source software KiCad. All schematics are available in GitHub. I created a printed circuit board around 2018, and because of this, back then I picked up an AI Thinker module featuring ESP8266. So here is a good idea for an upgrade with something more powerful in terms of microcontroller of this open source hardware project. If you find this content interesting and useful, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, hit the like button, and of course, stay tuned for new videos. Hope to see you soon.